Do you want to be a social media manager, but it seems like the most impossible tasks, or it feels like some expensive endeavor that's going to cost you hundreds of dollars in courses? My name is Elena, and I'm going to show you guys how to become a social media manager right now in 4 easy steps with no experience required, no expensive courses, nothing but you and your work ethic, okay? Step 1 to becoming a social media manager is research. You're going to want to research every single part of every single platform, okay? You don't want to Google how to be a social media manager. This is what you needed for that. You don't need any kind of video like this anymore. What you need to learn now is the specific platforms that you want to work on. So if you want to work on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, spend 1 week, study everything you need to know about Instagram. We're going to learn about when it was created, what it was initially created for, because that'll give you an inside scoop on how to crack that algorithm. You're going to want to learn about all the different kinds of posts you can make on that channel, organic posting, paid media posting. You're going to want to learn about the various styles of posting and how different brands might want a different kind of voice. You're also going to want to learn things about best scheduling apps and best scheduling platforms for those channels, as well as best content creation sites and applications for those channels as well. You're also going to want to learn things about their demographics. Which demographic is most likely to be on that platform? Figure out what's the age, the gender, and the interests of the people who are on Instagram primarily, or who are on TikTok or Twitter or Snapchat primarily. That'll help you as well when brands are reaching out to you with a problem. You can take their target audience, which is something they're probably going to give you, and you'll be able to take that information and tell them which platforms you think they'll find the most success on. And that'll also make you seem like you know a lot more than you might first starting out. And in addition to covering the platforms, you also want to work on some of those side skills that you can, one, work outside of social media management on a freelance side to gain more funds and more income, but you can also use that to apply on your resumes so that you seem more attractive and competitive when you're applying for social media roles. Graphic design, videography, photography, Photoshop, editing, all of those can be used to your advantage when you're applying to be a social media manager. The second thing you want to do after you've researched everything there is to know about the platforms that you want to go into is you then want to implement those into your own little test subjects. This means you just want to create little channels or platforms where you can take what you've learned and apply it to see if it actually works for you. You never want to start working as a social media manager with only knowledge of how things work. You want to be able to try those things out for yourself and figure out if it actually works, so you can go in there and tell them, I know this works. I know it is guaranteed to bring you some sort of result. You don't have to use your primary or personal channels for this. You can create fake channels or faceless channels and just see what happens. On Instagram, you can make something that's trending. You can make an Instagram about plants. You can make an Instagram about celebrities, things like that, and then follow the research that you've done and see if you actually get results from all the stuff that you've learned. This is also the best way to bring you to step number 3, which is build a portfolio and or a case study. So basically, a portfolio or a case study is something that a brand or a company might ask of you to prove that you are skilled in whatever you say you're skilled in. Not only could this be things like showing them different pages that you've run, you can also show them different designs that you've made or logos that you've designed. But with a case study, you can also give them numbers, something that they can see that shows I actually produce results. Being able to say, I was able to bring this Instagram page to 10,000 followers in less than a month using my specialized strategies. Although these companies appreciate really good design and really good skill in those categories, they really want to know that you're going to be able to give them results. After you've done all of those things, you are ready for step number 4, which is apply for work. Now, the easiest way to do this as a beginning social media manager is to apply as a freelance social media manager. You won't be, signed on as a full employee. You'll be there as an independent contractor working with companies. Now, there's a few ways that you can find freelance social media jobs. First, you can go to freelance websites like Upwork or Fiverr, but one of the easiest and quickest ways to become a social media manager and get your first client is to reach out to local businesses. If you see local businesses in your area, preferably ones that you frequent often, don't be afraid to call them, email them, or even go in the store and say, hey, I love your store. I've been shopping here for however long. And as a social media manager, I think you guys are really missing out on an opportunity to increase your reach and increase your brand by working with someone like me. And I'd love to work with you on how to build your platforms and how to get seen more. A lot of these local businesses know they need someone to do these kind of things, but they don't know who to ask or where to go, or it just seems a little too daunting to post an ad on Indeed or post something on LinkedIn when they don't really know what they're looking for. You can step in and be that person that gives them some peace. Of course, there are also ways to apply for freelance positions on sites like LinkedIn and Indeed and things like that. That's why on your resume, you're going to want to apply things like graphic design, photography, put things like that on that resume to pad it up to show them that while you may be new to the social media world, you are still very well trained in all the assets required to be a great social media manager, right? Right. Okay, we're there. Leave a comment down below if you want me to further explain something or go into more detail. I can show you guys how to build a social media resume, things like that. Just let me know and I'll make those videos right away. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me a ton. Also, subscribe if you're feeling crazy, but hey, no pressure. You know, you do what you want to do. You do what's good for you, okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you later.